Salutations everyone and welcome to What Mattered, the show where I tell you what mattered in the news this week. This week we're going to start off the video with a fan-submitted question from one Patrick. Patrick, what is your question?
Is what mattered an instrument?
Can I get some help here?
No.
Thank you. Tired of answering that. Starting off with some news that I'm sure surprised only just a few. Pokken tournament is coming to the Wii U worldwide in spring of 2016. It was previously only available in arcade machines in Japan, but it's a Pokemon game, so a lot of people were speculating, like, is it going to come to console? Is it going to come to America? Arcades are big in America. Can we get it on the Wii U? And yes, we're getting it on the Wii U. Everyone's getting it worldwide. Spring of 2016. They announced Pokemon like all year about who's going to be in this game. Blaziken, Charizard, Suicune. They just announced Pikachu Libre. There's no word on like amiibo support or if they're going to be new amiibos, which I'm sure there probably will be because they want to make a little bit more of that amiibo money, which is just super easy to make because all you need to do is make more amiibos and you make more money. It doesn't really matter what they are because it's freaking amiibos. So Nintendo has now showed us actually the best, footage of what the game is actually going to look like. It's a 3D small arena. Pokemon v Pokemon, it's on the console and they're actually fighting each other. This is like the only game outside of like Smash Bros. Where you see Pokemon actually physically harm one another with their attacks instead of just watching some animation shower over their sprite. And, I mean, the graphics, of course, you're going to see Pokemon in the best graphics ever because, this isn't some 3DS game. It's not some, dungeon mystery thing. It's not, turn-based strategy. It's on a console, and it's on the Wii U. They look awesome. The game could be good. It's Pokken, it's Pokemon Tekken, and it's a fighting game. So I'm sure we'll need to see a little bit more on if we're going to get excited. Some people are just going to be default excited because it's Pokemon, and a lot of people love Pokemon. It's still one of the biggest IPs in the world, so needless to say, I think it'll still do pretty well. During D23 last weekend, we got some updates on Star Wars Rogue One, which is now called Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. I don't like the name change, but that's a little bit too nitpicky. We finally have a shot of the cast. They just started shooting last weekend. Actually, the director took time between shooting their first scene and their second scene to address the crowd at D23, via, webcam and all that good stuff. We got our first shot of the cast, so we know who besides Felicity Jones is in the movie, and we can only speculate about their roles that they will play. There's some rumors that she is playing the daughter of Boba Fett. There's also some rumors that Biggs is part of this team. This takes place, of course, before A New Hope, where a group of rebels go out to steal the Death Star's plans, which is pretty integral to A New Hope. We got a pretty eclectic cast there that looks quite diverse. They even got what looks like maybe a blind guy with a walking stick. If that is a walking stick, who knows what it could be. Many surprises could be coming from any of these characters, and that will be coming out December 16th of next year. So yeah, we're gonna have a Star Wars movie every year for a long time now, so you better get used to it, and they better be good. But I mean, that's a pretty good cast and a pretty interesting storyline, so let's see how it develops. So we have news of a new movie that was announced this week that will be coming out September 21st, 2018, so hold your horses. It's an animated film and they take some time. Scooby-Doo is going to be making his return to the big screen, this time in animated form. It's being produced by the same duo that made the first two live-action films. That were received actually pretty well, and I think they were pretty decent, especially the first one. And this time they're going the animated route, which is, I would like them to continue live action, but, it might not be able to get the whole cast together, and who knows if the chemistry would be as right, or, someone who could do, those characters justice. So animated route, more of a safe bet, especially when it comes to being, kid-friendly. But it's being produced by the same people who did the live-action films as well as American Hustle. So, yeah, he's making his comeback. Maybe a new TV show will be in the works soon. Who knows? We have some new info about the Drake Collection, the Uncharted amalgamation of all the amazing Uncharted games outside of Golden Abyss. So we have a new Explorer mode, which will be easy for newcomers. It's like a super dumbed down, just get the feel and not have to worry about too difficult of the combat. But for veterans out there, there's a speedrun mode as well as a new harder difficulty called Brutal Mode that you have to beat the game on Crushing Mode to unlock Brutal Mode, and you can use all 65 skins available in the game to play as in the game. And of course the game also comes with the beta for Uncharted 4's multiplayer. No word yet on when that beta may be, but your Uncharted Drake collection comes out October 7th or 9th depending on where you live, and I am super psyched. This is why I'm getting my PS4. And all these new game modes, just more replayability for an awesome trilogy. We have some more specific news about what will be coming out in the Taken King DLC for Destiny, including 3 new PvP modes. The Elimination playlist is going to become a permanent thing. You're going to have a new Capture the Flag-esque game type, where it's a neutral bomb that each team goes for and tries to get it to the opponent's goal to score, but you can hold on to it up to 75 seconds, in which case it will explode and you will die. So they're trying to take like a little twist on Capture the Flag, which they found was a little it's not conducive to, I guess, Destiny's type of gameplay. So that's an interesting little twist, as well as a new super everything all the time explodey Michael Bay game mode, in which everyone has supers and grenades and things being recharged at like insane speeds. They said you can get to like 8 supers per round. So you're just like, what happens if everything just recharged super fast? All your grenades, all your supers. It would be absolute chaos. And apparently that got past quality testing for people to think like, yeah, sure, let's put this in the game and see what people think about it. So that's interesting to see how popular that type of game mode may be. We also know that the Galahorn will not be upgradable in the new damage of when the Taken King comes out and changes the entire game. And we also have some insight on what the VIP people will be getting as a reward for early adoption of the game, which really isn't really adoption, but you get like a lot of new shaders and more like cosmetic things, as well as like a new ghost. But to qualify, all you need is a character who's reached at least level 30 of light, or you've bought the first 2 expansions by August 31st, and you have to have played the Taken King by like February 1st or something like that. So pretty broad range. Sounds like everyone's gonna get all this stuff, so it's not gonna be exclusive. But I guess the more people get it, the happier more people will be, I guess. Might be disappointed for some people, but hey, it's free stuff. How you can complain about free stuff? Some people will find out a way to do it. So good luck to them. So once again, Rainbow Six Siege is being pushed back once more, not coming out in October, instead going to be coming out on December 1st. They said that they have some like co-op and other things that they need to really smooth out before they can launch the game, which is all fine and good. It's a couple months longer that we have to wait. Plus, it kind of lessens the busyness of that time when like Halo and Call of Duty and like a bunch of other games comes out. So maybe a lot of people will be finished and be ready to tackle a new game by December 1st, where there's not a whole lot of games that come out in December. We actually got to see Rainbow Six Siege multiplayer in action at RTX, and it looks really cool. Exactly what we would want and expect after seeing the E3 reveal of the game, the asymmetric gameplay, the different ways to interact with the environments, the ways to different break in, the ways to fortify your location, as well as all the different guns and gadgets and game modes and maps. So it looks like it's really intense. It could be really fun and cooperative experience that Rainbow Six franchise is known for. And that's just the PvP mode. There's also, the PvE mode, which can be quite entertaining as well. So maybe this, lessens the busyness of your October, November schedule of games, and you can be ready for it by December and get all up in its glorious goodness. Any Hootie and the Blowfish, that is what mattered this week. If you'd like to know what matters in the future, you can hit the subscribe button. One of these comes out every single Saturday. Hope you all enjoy it. Leave your comments below about any of the stories that I mentioned this week, and I will see you guys next time.